All right, here we go. We have a couple different concepts here in this video, so this would be a really good one to watch 2 or 3 times, to pause, make sure that you're tracking, and then continue on from there, because there are a few ideas wrapped up into just this one little problem. All right, so to the nearest degree, find the inclination of the line 2x plus 5y equals 15. And so we just talked about in that last video that slope is going to be equal to the tangent of the inclination, the angle of inclination there. So we need to, first off, figure out the slope of this line. And so subtract 2x from each side. We have 5y equals negative 2x plus 15. Divide each side by 5. And we get y equals, what is that, negative? Probably should change colors here. Y equals negative 2/5 times x plus 3, but really what we're focusing on here is the negative 2/5. That's the slope. And remember we said that the slope, m, this is what we just learned in that last section, the slope is equal to the tangent of our inclination. So if we were to sketch out what this looks like, we've got a line, and only worried about the slope here, so I'm going to ignore the plus 3, and you could draw the graph a little bit higher and move your unit circle over to the side. I'm just going to draw it right through the axis, something looking like that. Actually, I'm going to try to draw it through the axis. Missed a little bit there. So here we go, negative 2/5. Now, if we have that there, and we want to figure out what is the slope, so we've got the negative 2/5 equals the tangent of alpha. And so we're going to take the inverse tangent. So inverse tangent of negative 2/5 is equal to alpha. Go ahead and hit that into our calculator. So inverse tangent of negative 2/5 gives us a negative 21.8, and we're in degrees right now, so negative 21.8 degrees. The inclination, our reference angle, we're not at the inclination quite yet, but our reference angle here is negative, not negative, what was it? Yeah, negative 21.8 degrees, so negative 21.8 degrees. All right, and that makes sense. Remember that the inverse of tangent is only in the first and fourth quadrant. It doesn't exist in the other ones, and so this is where we're going to pause and really make sure you're able to get to this negative 21.8 degrees and understand where that came from, because now we're going to add in this another layer, another concept here. So remember that the angle of inclination, or the inclination, keep on saying angle, same idea, is in really just the first and second quadrants, if you want to think of that. It's between 0 and 180 degrees. So if we know that, and now here's our reference angle of negative 21.8, or so really 21.8. So this right here is also going to be 21.8 degrees. Now inclination is measured from positive x to the line. So what is that measure right there? So let's set that up. That we're going to have 180 degrees minus the 21.8, which will give us, what is that, 158.2. 158.2 degrees is our inclination. To the nearest degree, sorry. We were supposed to answer the nearest degree. So 158 degrees. All right, hope that helps.